have been a diabetic since 1994. It causes your whole body to go in a different direction. It will kill you.
1 out of 11 Americans suffer from diabetes. And we know statistically that most of them will develop a wound that can lead to amputation and loss of life.
I started out with neuropathy on my feet. So I was going to a doctor and he was scraping my foot to get the dead skin off. Well, I went to him one time and he went too deep. About 2 weeks later, my foot was getting sore. I had to go to the hospital.
I met Chester back when he was admitted to a hospital with gangrene in his foot, and doctors wanted to amputate his leg. And I talked to Chester, and he knew that the chances of saving that foot, that leg, are very low, but we went for it, and we had to take part of the foot off because it was not viable anymore, but there was a remaining wound.
After the surgery, the bottom of my foot had a hole in it, and it started getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
They would try everything, scraping it, ointments, collagen. He was in that boot for 3.5 years because they could not close that wound up at all. Having to see him with the walker or the cane, the wheelchair, and then crawling from the hallway to the kitchen to get something to eat on his knees. I mean, that does a lot to you mentally.
I thought I was through. Not gonna be able to ride my motorcycle, I'm not gonna be able to fish, I'm not gonna be able to spend time with my wife. Sometimes it was like, I looked down there like, oh, I don't wanna even get out of bed. Then I was introduced to the fish skin. When Dr. Bukowski put the first one on, it was kinda like, okay. And then a week later, we put the second one on and like, all right. And then we put the third one on, I said, awesome. And it was like 3 weeks, the hole had closed. It had totally closed, and it's like, oh, we're on the road again.
Kerecis, it was like a miracle. The wound was 100% healed. It allowed it to heal from the inside and outside at the perfect rate where it closed the wound fast. It was exhilarating to see how the wound shrinks in front of your eyes. Every year that I can give to a patient to keep their limb, to enjoy their life, to do what they want to do with their life, that's what this is all about.
I have been the happiest person in my life. I can go and do anything I want. We can live like we want. My foot is fixed. I'm healed from the top of my head to the bottom of my feet.
We walked around the block together after dinner. We can ride the motorcycle and not have to worry about the pressure of the bottom of his foot. I mean, there's nothing can stop us now.
I mean, I can't think of a better way to say it. I feel like a kid in a candy store. So open the door. Here we come.